Live from the Road Atlanta Circuit in Braselton, Georgia, USA, John Marine Tube would like to welcome you to this presentation of John Marine Tube Motorsports and the Coca-Cola Summer Speed Series. Wherever you are in the world and whatever time of day it is, hello to all of you. My name is John Marine and I'll be providing the commentary for this event. There is no better way to spend summer than in summer camp. This summer camp, however, is very special, with as many as 50 different high schoolers of legal driving age from around the country and even around the world took part in this special camp. Professional drivers and motorsports personalities offered their skills to these teenagers. Of the 50 that took part in the summer camp, 20 of the 50 drivers were invited to compete in a special 10-lap race around Road Atlanta. The event that you're about to see is the culmination of all the different racing skills learned by these high school students, put to the test in purpose-built race cars. Some of the names in this event may or may not become racing stars of the future, but the one thing that is for certain is that these students will have the race of their lives as a special way of going out from this summer camp. Every driver, regardless of where they finish and if they finish, will all receive scholarship money for their efforts. However, the top 3 finishers will receive greater scholarship money. All of the cars in this race are identically prepared 2007 Ford Focus RS race cars. Even though all the cars are older model Ford Focus models, the winner of this race will be driving back to school in his or her own brand new Ford Focus. Speaking of the cars in this event, let's take a closer look at the competition car. All of the cars in this event are identically prepared racing variants of the 2007 Ford Focus RS. As the sponsor of this event, each car is decked out in identical Coca-Cola livery. They are all equipped with carbon fiber front spoilers and carbon fiber rear wings. Each of these Ford Focus RS models are 4-wheel drive. They have a curb weight of about 1,130 kilograms, or about 2,491 pounds. These cars are powered by turbocharged engines. Each car produces about 302 horsepower and 326 pound-feet of torque. Each car is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission with top speeds of about 149 miles per hour, or an estimated 240 kilometers an hour. A full roll cage, a racing spec steering wheel, racing spec seats, and Dunlop sport tires complete this car. Now that you know about the car and the story behind this race, let's take a look at the starting order for this event. All the drivers attend high school here in the United States, but are from many different parts of the world, as you will see in this running order. For row 1, the pole sitter for this event is Chris Baxter, and he is joined alongside Sophie Nguyen, who starts second. On row 2 is Korean-American Carmela Lee from Portland, Oregon, starting third, and she is joined alongside Amanda Prater, starting fourth. The third row features Rodrigo Quintero in 5th and Thomas Kensington starting 6th. Keisha Evans starts 7th and Billy Ching from Malaysia starts 8th to fill out row 4. Row 5 has Chase Drayson in 9th and Honor Allison starting 10th. Row 6 features Charlotte Graves starting 11th and Andrei Ivanovic from Serbia starting 12th. The 7th row consists of Dave Robertson from Australia starting 13th, and he's joined alongside 14th starting driver Crystal Topaz. Row 8 has Candice Justine, who nicknames herself the Candy Girl, starting 15th, and joining her is Erasmo Martinez in 16th from Puerto Rico. Hiro Okubo from Japan starts 17th in row 9, along with Scott Hamilton starting 18th. Breaking up the rear in the 10th and final row are Alvaro Sanchez in 19th from Portugal, and Daniel Finley starting 20th. Road Atlanta is the course here that these drivers will be racing on in a 10-lap feature race. It is a 2.54 mile or 4.088 kilometer road course based in Braselton, Georgia, USA, which is an estimated 43.7 miles northeast of Atlanta. This venue sees all kinds of racing all year round, with events ranging from grassroots motorsports to drifting to motorcycle racing to its premier event, the Petit Le Mans. The key areas to watch are the S's and the very slow Turn 10 complex coming off the backstretch. Now begins the review of this race. As the Maserati 3200 GT safety car pulled into the pits on this rolling start, these 20 Red Rockets were ready for liftoff, as Sophie Nguyen got an early jump coming out of the final corner to lead the field heading into the green flag. And this race was go. With Sophie's start, she made sure that nobody else would pass her for the lead during lap 1. That even included holding off Amanda Prater in the number 16 car. Amanda Prater eventually would take the lead away from Sophie Wynn heading into the S's. Amanda was untouchable for the rest of the first lap. In fact, she would officially lead lap 1. Almost. Chris Baxter took the lead away from Amanda Prater on the final corner to lead lap 1. On lap 2, Carmella Lee would rough up Chris Baxter a bit before eventually passing him in the S's. This would set the tone for overtaking in this race and how frantic the lead changes became. Overtakes in this one involved drivers getting runs either in the S's or down the backstretch heading into the turn 10 complex. Carmella Lee would lead lap 2 of this 10-lap race. Lap 3 would see a new driver take the lead for the first time. Billy Chang would take the lead away from Carmella Lee on the third lap. Chang would lead most of lap 3 until Carmella Lee took the lead heading into lap 4. Running fourth heading into lap 4, Chase Drayson would challenge the top 3 positions and would end up taking the lead for the first time in this race. However, Carmella Lee just wouldn't go away, as she retook the lead again to officially lead lap 4 heading into lap 5. Despite the exciting action up front, there was some calamity further back. Amanda Prater lost control of her Ford Focus RS in turn 1. Hito Okubo ends up tagging her right rear quarter panel, and then Crystal Topaz took some damage trying to avoid the incident. Disciplined driving by Prater and the other drivers meant that no further crashes happened in that area, but Amanda was now relegated to the back of the pack, and with that, she might have seen her chances of winning the race, a major scholarship, and a brand new car all go down the drain. Meanwhile, on lap 5, Chase Drayson would go to the front of the pack with a clean pass in the S's on Carmella Lee. But once again, Carmella just would not go away or back down. So she pulls the pass on Chase Drayson in the turn 10 complex. And as Carmella Lee would be your leader at the halfway mark, the top 5 at the halfway mark was Carmella Lee, Chase Drayson, Billy Chang in 3rd, Keisha Evans, and Chris Baxter in 5th. Elsewhere in the pack during lap 5, Erasmo Martinez in the number 13 car had an unlucky incident where he lost control of his car and ended up bagging into Thomas Kensington. Then Alvaro Sanchez ends up hitting Kensington. All drivers involved in the incident still went on. No safety car, just a local yellow at best. Lap 6 saw Carmella Lee lead the field. That lead then went back to Billy Chang, followed by Chang being passed by Chase Drayson to complete lap 6. Chang retakes the lead on lap 7 from Chase Drayson, and after lap 7, the top 5 featured Billy Chang, Carmella Lee, Chase Drayson, Keisha Evans, and Sophie Wen. Charging her to the pack was Andrei Ivanovich, who went into lap 8 in 7th place after starting 12th. For all intents and purposes, lap 8 was essentially a triple threat match between the leading Billy Chang, Chase Drayson, and Carmella Lee. The resilient Lee took the lead away from Billy Chang, but then Chase Drayson took the lead heading into lap 9. On lap 9, the penultimate lap of this race, Billy Chang pulls an audacious pass on Chase Drayson by getting his car out of control and roughing up Drayson to retake the point coming out of turn 1. He then would build up a sizable lead over 2nd place. But as we've seen so far, no lead is safe, not even in this frenzied race. Coming to the pack nicely was Serbia's Andrei Ivanovich, who started 12th. Coming into the final lap, Ivanovich slotted himself into 3rd, looking to perhaps steal the show. So heading into the final lap, Billy Chang was the leader, followed by Chase Drayson in 2nd, Andrei Ivanovich in 3rd, Carmella Lee in 4th, and Crystal Topaz in 5th. Billy Chang would ultimately be passed by both Chase Drayson and Andrei Ivanovich like the parting of the seas. Chang would go from 1st to 3rd after turn 1. Andrei Ivanovich was giving chase to Chase Drayson after the pass on Billy Chang. Chase Drayson and Andrei Ivanovich would challenge for the lead. Andrei would lead the race for the first time heading out of the turn 10 complex, and he never looked back. Your winner of the Coca-Cola Summer Speed Series was Andrei Ivanovich from Serbia. He basically came out of nowhere and did all he could to win the race. And it paid off. Not only with a big scholarship, but more importantly, the winner of a brand new car. Chase Drayson and Carmela Lee rounded out the podium finishers. Billy Chang and Sophie Wen rounded out the top 5. Taking a look at the top finishers, it's Andrei Ivanovich taking the win. Rounding out the podium finishers was Chase Drayson from Jacksonville, Florida in 2nd, and Carmela Lee finishing 3rd. The top 5 was rounded out with Billy Chang finishing 4th, and Sophie Wen finishing 5th. The bottom half of the top 10 consisted of Crystal Topaz coming home 6th, pole sitter Chris Baxter finishes 7th, and Osmo Martinez ended up 8th after his troubles. Alvaro Sanchez finished 9th, and Charlotte Graves rounded out the top 10. The rest of the running order is as follows. Rodrigo Quintero finished 11th, Daniel Finley came home 12th, Japan's Hiro Okubo finished 13th, Dave Robertson from Australia finished 14th, Keisha Evans ended up 15th, Candice Justine ended her evening at 16th, Thomas Kensington took home 17th, Scott Hamilton finished 18th, 19th went to Amanda Prater with her issues, and last place, 20th place, went to Honor Allison, falling back hard after her 10th place starting position. Now let's take a look at some of the race statistics. This race was officially completed in about 18 minutes 10 seconds. Official time of 18 minutes 10 seconds .861. 5 different drivers officially held the point. Chris Baxter, Billy Chang, Chase Drayson, Andrei Ivanovich, and Carmela Lee. Chase Drayson had the fastest lap of the race at 1 minute 43 seconds .158. Andrei Ivanovich gained the most positions with 11 positions gained, starting from 12th position to win the race. Amanda Prater lost the most positions during the race, starting 4th and finishing 19th. Carmela Lee led the most laps of the race officially with 4. She officially led laps 2 through 5 and was the halfway leader through the race. No drivers were lapped at any time, and all drivers finished the race. There were no safety car periods, and mostly local yellows were issued during some of the incidents on track. Needless to say, the action was very frenzied in the battle for the win. Despite all the insane action up front, who would have thought that someone starting mid-pack would spoil the show on the final lap and end up winning the race? All the hard work and all the lead changing hands would go for naught, as this one mid-pack driver won the race after all the front runners put out a delightful show for all to see. You honestly couldn't ask for a better, if not extremely unpredictable finish than what this race provided. All of the drivers are winners regardless of where they finished. Each driver received scholarships while the top 3 earned greater scholarships. But most of all, the winner of this race will be heading back to school in a brand new car after having earned it in an intense race. Nobody in this race should really have anything to be ashamed of. These are not professional drivers who are among the upper echelon of world-class motorsports talent. Instead, these are high school students of legal driving age who took part in a summer camp. 20 of them proving themselves to be among the cream of the crop, and competed in a fierce 10-lap race with the sun setting on Road Atlanta. And as the summer break winds down, these 20 teenagers have had the time of their lives and can't wait to return home to tell their story with friends and family, and possibly even their future grandchildren. But once again, all congratulations to Andrei Ivanovich on the improbable win. Thank you very much for checking out this racing event here on John Marine Tube. If you enjoyed this presentation, please be sure to subscribe to this channel to get more of my content as it becomes available. You are also free to comment and rate this video accordingly. For further support of my material, get social with me by checking out my other sites across social media. My name is John Marine of John Marine Tube signing off. Until next time, love and peace. Take care and be well.